Exodus 22 has Vayiru Ki as its note for verse 4. For verse 22, Hanun Batsiri. Verse 24, Sagul Basip. Verse 26, Basumuki and Kamatz Bazik. And verse 27, Jazi Husper Babsukim. And if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or donkey or sheep, he shall restore double. If a man shall cause a field or a vineyard to be eaten, and shall be put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the beast of his own field, and of the beast of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn are the standing corn, grain, are the field, be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand into his neighbor's goods. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for donkey, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challengeth to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. If a man deliver unto his neighbor a donkey or an ox or a sheep or any beast to keep, and it die, or be hurt or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of God as a noun and verb be between them both, that he hath not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and that the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. And if it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. And if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and if he hurt or die the owner thereof, being not with it, he shall surely make it good. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. Well, if the people are both believers in some sort of religion, yeah. But if it's somebody of a lack of faith or not faith that would drag them down, that might not be the best option. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever lieth with any beast shall surely be put to death. And doesn't that word for anyways, whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death. A lot of people talking about legalizing that in my country. He that sacrificeth unto any thing as if it's a god, save unto God is noun and verb, only he shall be utterly destroyed. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury. If thou at all take thy neighbour's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by the time the sun goeth down. For that is his covering only, it is his raiment for his skin, wherein shall he sleep. And it shall come to pass, when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Thou shalt not revile the things that people take as gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of the ripe fruits, and of thy liquors, the firstborns of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Likewise shalt thou do with thine oxen and with thine sheep. 7 days shall it be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it me, and ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. And I think I talked about this the other time. And yeah, you can still feed your dogs or cats, whatever. So we're talking about being holy. Well, a person's should have this goal of not having a secular life. Certainly you take part in the things of this world, but you're taking part of it with a consciousness. And divinity is not something to revile. So can't we, without looking further into the words, we can say that, but no, you don't revile you don't blaspheme other people's faith, because then they might do something against God in return. And so for divinity, or what's considered to be divinity, you don't, except for God. But that word there, the mukshapa, with the root kship, somebody who whispers, it's translated as sorcerer or magician or enchanter. But obviously the context is something not allowed, because obviously you can whisper your prayers or something when you're alone and not leading anybody. But obviously the connotation is that they've made that their character trait, and but it's outside the religion. But then again, somebody doing something outside of your own religion, it's like, why can't you let them live? Bum chitrat yimtsa hugnab wahka wamet ein lu demim am zercha Heshmesh Aliu Damim Lu Shulm Yashlim Ain Lu One Mucker Bug Nabtu Hamtsa Timtsa Bidu Hagnaba Mashur Ad Chamur Ad Shah Chiam Shanim Yishlam Ki Yib'ar Aish Shda Au Kerm Washlich Bagyura Wab'ar Bashda Acher Methab Shadhu Wamethab Kermu Yishlam Ki Tza Wamtza Qatsim Wan Akal Gadish Au Hekma Au Hashda Shalom Yashlam Hamabar At Habara Ki Yatan Aish Al Rahu Kesef Au Kalim Lashmer Wagnab Mabait Haish Yimtza Hagnab Yashlam Shanim La Yimtza Hagnab Munqarb Bal Habit Al Halhim La Shulch Yadu Bumlakat Rahu Al Kul Debur Pshah Al Shur Al Chimur Al Shah Al Shulma Al Kul Abdah Asher Yammer Ki Huwa Zah Ad Halhim Yamba Debur Shaniham Asher Yershian Alhim Yishlam Shanim Lirahu Ki Yatan Aish Al Rahu Chmur Al Shur Al Shah Mukal Bahma Lishmer Wumt Au Nishber Au Nishbah Ein Ra Shabbat Yahweh Tahya Bin Shaniham Amla Shulch Yadu Bum Lakat Rahu Walqach Balyu Walla Yashlam Wam Gunab Yagnab Mamu Yashlam Labalyu Thurf Yithraf Yabahu Ad Hathrapa La Yishlam Waki Yishral Ish Mam Rahu Wam Shaber Au Mat Balyu Ein Amu Shalom Yishlam Balyu Amu La Yishlam Shakir Huwa La Huwa Ba Mashkru Waki Yipta Aish Batula Asher La Arshah washkab ama mahar yim harna lu lasha man yaman abiyah lata lu kasif yishkol kamhar habtulat Magshapa la chichya kul shukab bahma mut umit zipich lauchim yitrim bolti ichwa labdu wugger la tuna wala tul chitsnu ki urim chiyatam parts matsrim kul almana witum la tanun anna tana atu ki tsak yats ak ali shema ashma tsakatu which api wahar gati atkum bahram betrib wahyu nashikam al manut wanikam yitmim kasab tulwah at rami at hani amak la tahya uru kancha la tashimun alyu nashik chipul touchable sholmut rak ad ba hashmash tashibanu lu ki huwa kasuta labda huwa shamlatu laru bama yashkub wahya ki yitzak ali washmati ki chanun ani alhim la taklal wan sha bamak la tar mal atak would mak la tacher pakur shanik banik tetanli kan tasha lashruk latzanak shabbat yum yahya amu bium hashmini tetnu li wanshi qadash tahyun li wabshur bashta thurpa la taklu laklub tush lakun atu. And Zabich is to sacrifice, to slay, to kill, make an offering. And, there's always the implication with this term that there's an offering, even though slaying is one way to translate it. Because obviously animal sacrifices was one of the common things.